Alrighty, it's your boys the Yuxers, and we're back with another Bleach Brave Souls video. Now, I was never planning on doing this type of tier list, but when I was scrolling looking for the Cat Funeral World one, because I was gonna do that one, I seen this tier list, and I was like, this is a pretty good tier list. I think like this would be a pretty good tier list for people to just come back to and look at, right? Obviously depending on where I rank them and stuff, but it's essentially a tier list of just pot characters and DROPLET characters, right? And not how good they are as a character, but like how good they are as a pot character, right? So essentially a character with pots that is just like very good in the game or very bad in the game, right? So I do like this one. It's updated to the T because it has characters like the Sun and Yumichika, which are the latest characters in the game. So we're gonna rank all these characters. Now we're not gonna talk about every single character here in terms of what they do, what they provide. I mean, I'm gonna try to, but we're not gonna go in like into detail with every single one of these characters. So before we get into that, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. We're like 30 subs away from 6K. So thank you guys all for the support. And we're gonna try going crazy because I don't know, I woke up today and I felt motivated to upload like crazy. Even though VBS has been a bit down, I've been motivated to upload like crazy. So let's just get it out the way, right? So how do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna start with so D tier will probably just be characters like Lincoln, Riruka, characters like that, Momo, and I give it to characters like these because these characters are characters who just have pots, right? Characters who just have pots or characters who just have droplets and have no other value will go into D tier. And I do believe characters like Momo, characters like Riruka, characters like this Lincoln, all three of these characters are characters in the game that just have no value whatsoever besides the pots, right? They're all useless characters. They're all bad in the game. The only good quality they have is pots. Even this Rukia, I was thinking of giving her C, but I might just put her in D2, right? And then maybe Kukaku too. Is that his name? Kukaku? No. What was this guy's name? Kokuto? Kokuto. I believe his name was Kokuto. Let me pull it up, right? I forgot his name. Right. I'm definitely gonna like pause and look at some of these characters because again, I don't remember all these characters. Like Kokuto. Yeah, Kokuto. That was his name. So Kokuto, he has weaken on everything. His SP, like, it wasn't that bad for when he came out. He came out when 2021. His SP was actually pretty good back then, I guess. And then he had pots, but besides that, he has nothing else going for himself, right? So there's that. Surprisingly, Lisa's another character. I was definitely gonna give her C, but like I think I might just give her D tier because Lisa, she does have a lot of debuffs like the fire and the freeze and stuff like that. And again, she has, or not fire freeze, weaken and freeze, but she has mind link slots, and then she does have this as well, which I don't know, it depends if you consider this useful or not, but heart attribute soul reaper damage to status ailment inflicted enemies plus 20%. So you know, I'll give her the C tier because I do think she has some value. Not to mention she does have a vortex. It's not a homing vortex, but she does still have a vortex, which can come in handy, right? Kisuke, I'm probably just gonna give him B still. I think Kisuke is one of the few characters in the game that came out a long time ago that really deserves to be up on this tier list, simply because he is a NAD character with pots, but he's still probably one of the fastest units to get, like, how do I say it, content done, essentially. He has a shield, but like that's not really what it is, right? He's a NAD character, so it's just more efficient with him, right? Obviously with these NAD characters, it's going to be more efficient than with these SP characters who still have to wait for a cooldown, right? Kisuke at T20, best gear with the golden champion, all that stuff, he can hit very, very, very hard and get stuff done, right? In general content, right? So I will say he is a B tier unit. Ryu, I'm going to say he's a C tier unit. He was the second tech pot character in the game, and obviously he was still better than Lincoln. He was an SP character. That's what I feel like we needed, right? Obviously Lincoln is a SP character too, but he's a melee. That's another thing with Kisuke. He's a range SP character, so that's why he has some value, right? This Iryu, he was just it was just range. That's all he had over the Lincoln for me personally. That's why I put him in C. Retsu, I'm probably going to give her A tier. Right, Retsu is still very good, still used to this day. I know she can heal as well. Let me pull her up. Right, she can heal. She has the weaken on everything. She does have weaken defense as well. And a pretty good killer as well too, right? I know people again still use her. I wish she could heal on something other than just her ult. But overall, still a very, very, very good unit, right? Sun Chui, also another very good unit, right? When I first used this Sun Chui, like he was always like a B or C tier character to me, but it's kind of hard for me to say he's a B or C tier character when he constantly can just weaken enemies, right? Maybe people don't find value to that, but for one, he has insta kill. That's not really gonna like proc like that. He has weaken on everything. He has a charge skill, but it is the fact that he has the ability to randomly weaken enemies. Like a full room of Sun Chui means you're not getting touched. I'm sorry. It's if you still do IZ, right, which I don't think many people still do because of epic rates. But if you do still do IZ, right, this character, a full room of this guy, you're never taking damage because they are just randomly weakening enemies with their one skill, all four of them. Not to mention they have skills or weaken on all their abilities, right? And insta kill too if if they do get that off. So I am gonna give him the A tier for that. Grimjaw, I'm gonna give him B tier. He's really not anything crazy. I think he's, honestly, he's lucky. I might put him lower. Like I'm giving him. Like I might put him in C tier. I don't feel like Grimjaw has anything going on really besides the pots, right? He has pretty good Berserker, pretty good Bruiser, follow-up, which is great. But besides that, I'm not really seeing anything else for this guy, right? He's a melee unit all around too, which I don't know. I feel like for an SP character, your stuff should be ranged completely. I mean, I think this is a full screen, right? We can check. No, it's not even a full screen. Is it? Full screen fan AoE radius, yeah. India's yeah, he does. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, no, but it's still, he just has the links. It's just, yeah. Kugo, D tier, he just has, like, droplets, right? Jericho, I'm actually going to put in B tier, right? Jericho, I think he's a great character. He has multi-barrier. He has a boost. He's droplets as well. He's not a pot character, right? But he is droplets, multi-barrier, the droplets, plus 30%, by the way. He has multi-barrier, a boost. Like, this guy is obviously in multiplayer quest, which is co-op quest, plus 50%. And he has a good Aron card, too. So not only is he doing damage, but he's actually, like, putting in the work. He's actually like a very, very good character. So I am going to put him in B tier. Riruka, probably a C tier character. I mean, she could go in B actually, right? She's a droplet character as well. She does have some use, right? She's a NAD character as well. So she's not good. She has weaken on everything. Her killer is a bit yikes, right? I mean, Quincy killer in general content is not a real thing besides like points event, I think, and Senkaimon. But, yeah, like literally, I think only her killer hurts her really. But I mean, yeah, I mean 30% droplets. I feel like because again they have 30% droplets and 17% droplets. So I would only put a 30% droplet character all the way to the bottom if they like literally have nothing else but the droplets, right? But she is a NAD character. I will give her that. I think Ginjo's he's 30% as well. Weaken on everything. Quincy killer as well. I don't feel I'll give him the C tier though. I give him the C tier because I don't think he's gonna do damage like that, right? But again, when it comes to droplets, you don't really need to do droplets, right? You don't need it. I mean, yeah, you don't really like need to do that much damage because I'm thinking of only enriched droplet zone, right? Why would you use? I mean, unless you want to only farm droplets, then epic raid, sure. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not, right? Kaname, I don't even, like, Kaname is a character that I definitely have to look at, because I can't tell you what this guy got going on. NAD character, okay. 30% droplet drops, guard break, okay. Bruiser's a bit yikes. Damage taken, he only has 20% NAD then, yikes. Okay, I'm gonna put him in C, right? Yeah, he only has 20% NAD then. He has weaken on everything, which is great, but Yeah, damage taken negative 20%. I don't feel like this really matters outside of PvP. And then the 30% dropped it. So yeah, I'll give him that. Orihime, still an S tier character in my opinion. Heals, multi-barrier, a boost, right? She is a droplet character, not droplet, a pot character as well, right? Very, very, very good character. She has the heal, not a boost, but a heal, multi-barrier, what's it called? Burn on everything. She does damage, 40% berserker there. Pretty good SP, 843 for a character that came in what 2021 is very good. That's pretty good because I think the highest right now for a non-resurrected character is like 864 probably. Like let me see, what is it? 868 by Toshiro. That's what it is. So that's pretty good for a character that came out 2 years ago. A year ago, basically, not 2 years. Toshiro, another great character, I think, S tier. I think there's going to be a lot of characters in S tier, right? Like, obviously, the more S tier characters are a bit down here. Let me not talk about everybody. I'm just going to, like, place some, right? Because, again, I don't want these tier lists to be so long, especially since most of the people will just skip to the end, right? So, I'm just going to, like, place them and not talk too much about them, right? So, obviously, like, I mean, let me just put the characters in S tier and S tier, right? So, Noelle, Nini, these characters are still very, very good to this day. Probably, Nini is still definitely top 10 speed units in the game. Top 5, I'm not sure if I'd say she's top 5, because I'm trying to think of all the speed units that have dropped, right? Definitely better, that's 2. Probably better. Yeah, she might be, like, still just top 5, right? And then Nini as well also has the ability to randomly weaken enemies, right? Momo's an A tier character. She's so good, right? She's a droplet character though, not a pot character. But it's what she has. Like, she's an arena character, but she has so much. Multi-barrier, heals, 30% mind droplets, full stamina, burn on everything. Pretty, like, good SP for when she... I mean, it's okay SP. She came out in 2022. It's not that crazy, but it's... I mean, it's better than most, right? Not to mention, like, I'm not even looking at here, right? They have medic, guard break. Like, she was a very, very good character. Very surprising, too, because she was an arena character, right? Nirge is also an A tier character. He's not only just a droplet character. I believe he's a I forgot what this fella's name. Give me a second. Okay, I didn't want to mess up nowhere. Right? I didn't want to mess up nowhere. I am black though. Anyways, 30% droplet drops plus 30%, and then also crystal / jewel drops plus 50%. Also, look at his berserker, 60 plus 60 berserker. Like, this guy, he had hit enemies, guard break frenzy. Like, he was a great character. And team / party, like, heal, bro. Nirge was definitely still a top tier character. This Toshiro also a S tier. I mean, I could say he's S tier, I think. I feel like he's an A tier, high A tier, right? He's a character who has droplets and pots. Same as, like, let me put characters like that together. Characters who have droplets and pots in A tier, minimum. Hanataro, I'm putting Hanataro in S tier for the simple fact that he's a character where he's a droplet character and a pot character, but his droplets is a link. So you can actually put him on any character in the game and they will have droplets, right? So him, this Toshiro as well. Characters like them, I'll put them in S. This Gin up there. Yoruichi up there, right? For this, the characters like that. Sun as well, obviously the best link in the game in my opinion. The fact that she unlocks so many characters where her link slot must have. Grimmjow is still very, very good. I'm gonna put him in. There's a lot of S tier characters, right? I think they have a lot S tier characters. Momo, surprisingly, like, I'm gonna actually put her in A, bro. I genuinely think Momo is like the worst super link slot character in the game. Because it's like, she does have the boost, right? She does have the boost, but like, she was definitely, and she was a NAD character, right? But still, for most people, she was such a wonky character, right? She had slow, which was great and stuff, but she was still just a very, very, very wonky character, in my opinion. I don't feel like Momo performed as well as all the other characters. Like, I feel like every other Super Link Slot character had something to offer. Momo just had the boost, really. That's it. Like, her slow was useless to me. Same as this Nelly. Like, this Nelly hits hard. I feel like she hits hard, but like, she has Drain 2. I'll put her in S. I'll put her in S, bro. I'll put her in S. She had drain too. She could hit hard. She had damage, right? But I felt like she wasn't performing. Isani definitely. There's gonna be a lot more S tier characters than A tier, B tier, like because there's a lot of them, right? This Ukiura, very good. This Yumichika, best power character in the game. Not best power character, my bad. Best power support in the game. Same as Konami, right? Then they're all three of these guys are the same, literally. Uryu, Konami, and Yumichika, literally all three are the same character. They're like the best supports for their typing. So Uryu's the best tech character, having droplets, pots, and super link pots. Same as this Konami, and then obviously Yumichika is very, very good, right? In my opinion. Holly Bell, I think she's a good unit. I don't think she's great though, right? I think she only like droplets, right? And then she can do damage. I don't think she's an A tier, but I think she is there. Akon also an A tier character. I still would prefer Nelly or Noel. Yeah, Noel over him. Even though you can get him more easily since he's a character from premium pools. Rose, definitely S tier character. Rose was a crazy character, bro. He was so cool. Because what did he have? Whoa. What's his name? Is his name not Rose? I guess they don't go. Okay, they don't go by Rose. But yeah, he had that's a link. Yeah. Okay, that's a link, right? And then he also had coin drop plus 70 and crystal plus jewel droplets plus 50%. So he had droplets plus 30, coin drop plus 70%, and jewel plus crystals 50%. 50%. Oh my, this guy was so good. You definitely need to have him. CN is still obviously up there. Randomly burn and lacerate is very, very cracked. And then Kensei. I honestly forgot Kensei was a character in the game. He's just so forgettable. But let's just go over, let me actually review Kensei, because I don't want to rank him, and I honestly don't even remember what he can. I remember he was a powerhouse, actually, yeah. So yeah, he did have the link slot. He was a powerhouse, though. He can hit. He had lacerate. He could hit hard. But I feel like he literally, besides that, he had nothing else going for him. So I'm actually just going to put him in A. Surprisingly, I should put him in B. Because again, this is based on, this is not on how hard you can hit. It's based on I guess how hard you can hit does matter. Obviously, I think how hard you can hit in this game does matter, essentially. Because if you're a pot character and you do nothing at all, like these characters on here are just pot characters who do nothing, right? That's why they're in D. He's a pot character who can do damage, right? So that's why I put him in B tier. He's like, literally like these guys. That's why I would put him in B. He's literally like Kisuke. He's like Holly Bell. He's like Jericho. He's like Riruka. He's like Kugo. I feel like Kugo's a C tier character, but we gotta give him better. But yeah, in S tier, I would say all these characters in S tier are S tier characters, right? They've just dropped so many good characters. Right, again, all the characters like Hanataro, just because I know people are going to skip to the end. So characters like Hanataro, Gin, Yoroichi, these characters are here at the very bottom. They're here because of their link, right? Their soul trait. They can make anybody else in the game have those things, right? But it, probably in general, some of them are not as high, right? But again, that one feat is very, very good. Maybe Toshiro should be an A. Maybe your Orihime should be an A2. Orihime and Toshiro, again, they're still pods, but I feel like they're still very, very useful. Especially in epic rates, Orihime is like a Shinty, it's criminal. So maybe I'll leave it like that. Maybe, yeah. I mean, we could keep it like this. I think this is what I'm gonna have, right? I'll say this is the my tier list for pods and droplet characters. You guys definitely let me know what you think. And I guess we'll update these when they drop more pots and thing characters, right? This is definitely, right? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and because I want to rework some of these, right? Maybe I'm not giving some of these characters the benefit of the doubt, right? I put everybody in A tier, like Nozomi, Ichigo, Toshiro, people who have droplets and pots together. Isane is also one of them, but she's just so much better than now these characters, right? She's just more than that, right? Obviously, she has Team/Party for heart characters, do more damage. But yeah, we've been recording for 19 minutes now. You guys let me know if you guys agree with this tier list. Let me know who you guys would change and why, right? And then when I update these, I'll probably obviously consider you guys' stuff and I'll move them around, right? Because it's not just my tier list. It's going to be a general tier list, right? It's just right now I'm here by myself, so that's why I did it by myself, right? This is just the starting point, and us as a community will build it up. So you guys let me know if you agree with it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.